We've got a health alert here at 6. Two federal agencies now recommending the United States pause the use of Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration say the decision comes after reports of a rare and severe type of blood clot. Officials say they have recommended the pause because this type of clot is not on the list of potential adverse side effects that were part of the emergency use authorization. The White House says the pause will not have a significant impact on its vaccination plan.
After that announcement, South Dakota is among the many states pausing distribution of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. Austin Goss spoke to the South Dakota Secretary of Health today and has that story for us from our Peer newsroom.
After a recall of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, South Dakota Secretary of Health Kim Malzahn-Risden says the state is continuing to monitor the situation. She believes the J&J vaccine could be back online in relatively short order.
Safety is our first priority and our first concern, and it's good to rule out any potential issues with continuing to use the J&J vaccine.
South Dakota made the decision to stop the distribution of the vaccine shortly after the FDA and CDC called for its distribution to be paused. A little over 15,000 South Dakotans have received the J&J vaccine, roughly 7 million Americans in total. Dr. Anthony Fauci urging those 7 million to remain calm and to monitor symptoms. Only 6 people are reported to have the blood clots.
Someone who maybe had it a month or two ago would say, what does this mean for me? It really doesn't mean anything. You're okay, because if you look at the time frame when this occurs, it's pretty tight, from a few days, 6 to 13 days.
As for the 20,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines currently sitting in storage in South Dakota, the health department says they are keeping them safe, with the hopes they can be used again sooner than later. The J&J vaccine can last 3 months in the refrigerator.
All the Johnson & Johnson vaccines that we have in state are being stored properly. They're, certainly will be able to be used in the future if we go back to using those vaccines, which we anticipate being able to do.
Health officials say if you got a Johnson & Johnson shot in the last 3 days and developed symptoms like severe headaches, leg pain, abdominal pain, or shortness of breath, contact your healthcare provider. In the Peer Newsroom, Austin Goss, Dakota News Now.
The 15,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines administered in South Dakota account for only about 3% of shots given out in the state. A vast majority have been either Pfizer or Moderna vaccines.